The unveiling of the zenith. In a vast chamber illuminated by shimmering holographic displays, representatives from across the galaxy gathered for an extraordinary event. The Galactic Council, a prestigious assembly composed of diverse species, was buzzing with anticipation. Each delegate was engrossed in their conversations, their voices blending into a symphony of interstellar diplomacy. On this day, however, all eyes were drawn to one topic: humanity's latest creation, the Colossal Warship known as the Zenith. Rumors in the air. Whispers filled the air like electric currents. It was said that humans had constructed a battleship unlike anything seen before, a vessel that could potentially alter the balance of power in the galaxy. Zar, a reptilian council member with glowing yellow eyes, scoffed at these rumors. Humans lack the sophistication for such a feat, he declared dismissively, his forked tongue flicking out as he spoke. Lumina, a being composed entirely of radiant light, nodded in agreement. Their technological advancements are rudimentary at best, she added, her voice echoing softly through the chamber. Yet not all shared their skepticism. Valeria, a humanoid with silver skin that shimmered under the light, raised her voice above the murmurs. We should not dismiss them so easily. If these rumors are true, it could change everything. The Galactic Expo. The annual Galactic Expo was renowned for showcasing advanced technology and engineering marvels from various species across the universe. This year was no exception. However, it held particular significance for humanity. Commander Jack Lawson stood at the forefront of this monumental occasion, leading a delegation prepared to unveil their masterpiece. Are we ready? Jack asked his team, his voice steady yet laced with anticipation. Dr. Elara Hayes, a brilliant scientist known for her calm under pressure, responded confidently, all systems are green. As they approached the stage where their creation awaited, excitement coursed through Jack's veins. The lights dimmed dramatically, casting an ethereal glow over the audience. A hush fell over the crowd as a massive curtain began to rise slowly, revealing the zenith in all its glory. Gasps erupted from delegates as they beheld its sleek design and formidable weaponry, an engineering marvel that seemed almost alive. A display of power. As holographic projections highlighted its features, adaptive shielding, advanced propulsion systems, and unparalleled firepower, the atmosphere shifted from skepticism to awe. This can't be possible, Zar stammered, his earlier confidence shattered like glass. Lumina's light flickered in astonishment as she absorbed what she was witnessing. Their engineering, it's beyond what we imagined, she murmured in disbelief. The crowd surged forward, eager to get a closer look at this symbol of human ingenuity. Stepping forward confidently, Jack addressed the gathered representatives with authority. Ladies and gentlemen of the Galactic Council, he began, the Zenith represents not only our technological prowess, but also our commitment to peace and defense. He gestured toward Elara, who initiated a demonstration that would leave an indelible mark on every delegate present. Demonstration Day. As Elara activated various systems on board the Zenith, its shields flickered to life, an impressive display that adapted seamlessly to simulated attacks from different weapons types projected by council members. The ship moved with grace despite its enormous size. It glided effortlessly through space like a dancer on stage. The demonstration culminated in a breathtaking display of firepower. Energy beams erupted from its weapon systems, dissipating harmlessly into containment fields designed specifically for such exhibitions. Applause erupted throughout the hall. However, beneath this veneer of admiration lay an undercurrent of concern. Council in turmoil. The council chamber erupted into chaos following this unprecedented unveiling. Factions quickly formed around differing perspectives regarding humanity's achievement. Some viewed it as an alarming threat, while others recognized it as an opportunity for collaboration. This battleship is a threat to our stability, Zar argued vehemently, his voice rising above others in heated debate. Valeria countered passionately, it's a testament to their ingenuity. We should seek understanding rather than destruction. As discussions grew louder and more heated within those hallowed walls, representatives from various species voicing their opinions. The atmosphere became charged with tension. Some saw hope in this new alliance, while others viewed it as an ominous harbinger of human ambition threatening galactic order. A call for calm. Amidst this turmoil stood Jack Lawson, a figure embodying both determination and resolve, who stepped forward once more. The Zenith was built for defense, not aggression, he asserted firmly but calmly. Humanity has faced countless threats throughout our history. We've learned how vital it is to protect ourselves. His words hung heavily in the air, but did little to quell rising skepticism among many delegates who questioned humanity's motives behind such advancements. How can we trust them? One council member demanded angrily. Their history is filled with conflict and conquest. Just then Lumina's voice amplified through chamber's acoustics, bringing silence upon all present. We must deliberate on this matter carefully, she urged solemnly. Rushed decisions will only lead us down paths fraught with conflict. With that sentiment echoed throughout those grand halls, the council agreed to reconvene tomorrow, allowing time for cooler heads to prevail amidst growing tensions brewing beneath surface-level discussions. Unseen threats. Unbeknownst to them, though, a shadowy corner within station held representatives from another faction. The Citans, who convened quietly under dim lights where whispers carried weight far beyond mere words spoken aloud. Their leader Cryon spoke urgently. We cannot allow this Zenith to remain in human hands. It poses an existential threat against our supremacy. Plans were devised swiftly among Citans, a scheme aimed at seizing control over such powerful technology, believing it would shift balance favorably towards them, while undermining burgeoning alliances forming around humans' newfound strength. As preparations unfolded within council chambers preparing themselves for next session, an emergency alert blared suddenly through station announcing unidentified ships approaching rapidly, sending shockwaves throughout Assembly Hall, filled with confusion mingled alongside fear gripping hearts tightly. This first part sets up an engaging narrative filled with intrigue and tension, while introducing key characters and themes that will unfold throughout subsequent sections. Rising tensions. As the echoes of the battle faded, the Galactic Council chamber was a cacophony of voices, each representative grappling with the implications of what they had just witnessed. The once celebratory atmosphere of the Galactic Expo had transformed into one of uncertainty and fear. Humanity's Zenith had not only defended itself, but had decisively repelled an attack from the Citans, a feat that left many council members questioning their preconceived notions about human capabilities. The aftermath of battle. In the aftermath of the skirmish, Jack Lawson stood at the center of the chamber, his mind racing. The Zenith had proven its worth, but at what cost? The council members were divided. Some were in awe of humanity's technological prowess, while others were filled with trepidation. The Citans' attack had revealed a vulnerability in their unity, and Jack knew that this was only the beginning. We must discuss our next steps, Jack urged, raising his voice to cut through the noise. The Citans will not back down easily. We need to prepare for their retaliation. A murmur of agreement rippled through some factions, but others remained skeptical. Czar, still reeling from the earlier events, spoke up. What guarantee do we have that humanity will not use this power for conquest? Your history is riddled with conflict. A divided council. Valeria rose to defend Jack and humanity's intentions. We have just witnessed a demonstration of their commitment to peace. The Zenith was built for defense, not aggression. Her words resonated with some delegates but fell on deaf ears among those who harbored deep-seated fears about human ambition. As discussions grew heated, Lumina attempted to mediate. We need to find common ground, she said, her voice calm yet firm. Humanity has shown us that they can defend themselves and others. Perhaps we should consider forming an alliance rather than viewing them as a threat. But Cryon, leader of the Citans, had other plans brewing in the shadows. He convened a secret meeting with his most trusted advisors aboard their flagship, hidden from the council's view. We must act swiftly, he declared, his voice low and menacing. The Zenith is a threat to our supremacy in this galaxy. We cannot allow it to remain in human hands. Cetan schemes. Cryon's advisors nodded in agreement, their faces grim with determination. They devised a plan to undermine humanity's newfound strength by sowing discord among the council members and launching a series of covert attacks designed to destabilize Jack's position. Meanwhile, Jack and his team regrouped after the chaos of battle. Alara was busy analyzing data from the Zenith systems, her brow furrowed in concentration. "Jack," she called out suddenly, "the ship sustained minor damage during the attack, but its systems are fully operational. We can enhance our defenses further if we have time." Jack nodded appreciatively at her quick thinking. "Let's make those upgrades a priority. We need to be ready for whatever comes next." As they worked tirelessly on improvements to the ship's capabilities, Jack couldn't shake off the feeling that they were being watched. A looming threat. Days passed with tensions simmering just beneath the surface within the council chambers. Meetings became increasingly contentious as factions formed around differing perspectives on humanity's role in galactic affairs. Some representatives sought collaboration with humans, while others pushed for stricter regulations on their technological advancements. Jack found himself increasingly isolated as he advocated for peace and cooperation amidst rising animosity toward humanity from certain factions within the Council. He often met with Valeria and Lumina to strategize ways to bridge gaps between species. "Perhaps we can organize a demonstration showcasing more than just military might," Valeria suggested one evening as they gathered in a quiet corner of the council chamber. "Let's highlight our potential for collaboration. Technology that can benefit all species." Lumina agreed enthusiastically. "Yes, we could present advancements in medicine or environmental technology that humanity has developed alongside our military capabilities." Jack felt a flicker of hope at their suggestions. Perhaps this could shift perceptions about humanity from fear to admiration. Preparing for conflict. While Jack worked on fostering goodwill among council members, Cryon continued plotting in secret with his Citan allies. They began gathering intelligence on human technology and strategizing ways to exploit any weaknesses they could find. "We must strike before they solidify their alliances," Cryon urged during one clandestine meeting aboard their flagship. "If we can create chaos within their ranks and demonstrate our superiority through force, we can turn this council against them." As tensions escalated both within the council and between factions outside it, the Citans prepared for an all-out assault aimed at destabilizing humanity's position once and for all. A call for unity. Back at the council chamber, Jack made one last appeal for unity before another crucial meeting commenced. He stood before representatives from various species gathered around an ornate table adorned with holographic displays depicting star maps and military capabilities. "Ladies and gentlemen," he began earnestly, "we stand on the precipice of something extraordinary. A chance not only to protect our respective worlds, but also to forge lasting alliances that can withstand any threat." His words hung heavy in the air as he continued passionately. "The Zenith is more than just a ship. It symbolizes hope, a beacon guiding us toward collaboration rather than conflict." Some delegates nodded thoughtfully while others exchanged skeptical glances, unfortunately unaware that Cryon's machinations were already set into motion. The calm before the storm. As preparations unfolded within council chambers preparing themselves for next session, an emergency alert blared suddenly through station announcing unidentified ships approaching rapidly, sending shockwaves throughout Assembly Hall, filled with confusion mingled alongside fear gripping hearts tightly. Defensive positions. Jack commanded immediately as chaos erupted once again within those hallowed walls. Representatives scrambling for cover, while others shouted orders into communication devices. Outside in space, the sleek black ships slicing through darkness belonged unmistakably to Cryon's fleet, armed and ready for battle against what they perceived as threats looming over their supremacy. Jack's heart raced as he realized they were under attack once more, this time by an enemy determined not only to seize control over Zenith, but also instill fear into every corner of galactic diplomacy. The stage is set. As alarms blared throughout station, the stage was set for another showdown between humanity and its adversaries. A battle not just for survival, but also one that would determine whether cooperation could triumph over greed amidst rising tensions threatening galactic peace. With every passing moment, the stakes grew higher as representatives braced themselves for what lay ahead. Uncertain if unity would prevail or if division would lead them down paths fraught with peril. The sit-in attack. The Galactic Council chamber was still reeling from the shock of the Zenith's demonstration and the sudden attack by the sit-ins. As the dust settled, representatives from various species gathered to discuss the implications of the battle. Jack Lawson and his team stood at the forefront, their expressions a mix of relief and determination. They had defended their ship and their honor, but they knew that this was just the beginning. A council divided. The council members were in turmoil. Some delegates were eager to form alliances with humanity, while others remained skeptical, fearing that the Zenith represented a new era of human aggression. Zar, the reptilian council member, was particularly vocal in his opposition. "This is not just a ship, it's a weapon of mass destruction," he argued passionately. "We cannot allow humans to wield such power unchecked." Valeria countered, her silver skin shimmering under the chamber lights. But they defended themselves against an unprovoked attack. "We should be discussing how to collaborate with them, not how to contain them." The debate intensified, with voices rising and accusations flying. Jack listened intently, knowing that he had to act quickly to unify the council. "We must focus on the immediate threat posed by the sit-ins," he urged. "If we don't stand together, we risk losing everything." His words resonated with some delegates, but skepticism lingered in the air. The sit-in strategy. Meanwhile, aboard their flagship, Cryon and his sit-in advisors plotted their next move. The attack on the Galactic Expo had been a calculated risk, but it had not gone as planned. Cryon slammed his fist on the table in frustration. "We underestimated them. The Zenith is more powerful than we anticipated." One of his advisors spoke up. "We need to regroup and come up with a new strategy. If we can't take down the Zenith directly, we must find another way to destabilize humanity's position within the Council." Cryon nodded, his mind racing with possibilities. "What if we spread misinformation? If we can convince other species that humanity is a threat, we can turn them against each other." The advisors exchanged glances, realizing that this could be their path to victory. Jack's resolve. Back in the council chamber, Jack was determined to prevent further conflict. He called for an emergency meeting to address the growing fears among council members. As he stood before them once again, he felt the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. "Today, we witnessed not just a battle but a turning point in our history," he began, his voice steady and commanding. "Humanity has shown that we are willing to defend ourselves and our allies, but we cannot do this alone." He glanced around at the faces in front of him, some filled with fear, others with curiosity. "Let us unite against those who wish to sow discord among us. Together, we can create a stronger alliance that benefits all species." Building alliances. As discussions continued, Jack proposed a series of joint exercises between human forces and other species' militaries. "By working together," he explained passionately, "we can build trust and demonstrate our commitment to peace." Valeria supported his idea wholeheartedly. "Let's show everyone what cooperation looks like. We can train together and share our technologies for mutual benefit." Slowly but surely, more representatives began to nod in agreement. Zar remained unconvinced, but found himself outnumbered as support for Jack's proposal grew. The council voted overwhelmingly in favor of joint exercises aimed at fostering unity among species. The calm before the storm. As preparations began for these exercises, Jack felt a sense of hope blooming within him. Perhaps this was their chance to prove that humanity could be more than just a military force. They could be allies in building a better future. However, unbeknownst to him, Cryon's plan was already set in motion. The Citizens began spreading rumors throughout the galaxy, whispers suggesting that humanity was planning an invasion of neighboring planets using their advanced technology. Misinformation spreads. As news of these rumors reached various corners of the galaxy, fear began to take root among different species. Representatives grew wary of humanity's intentions. Some even questioned whether they should participate in joint exercises at all. Tsar seized this opportunity to voice his concerns once more during another council meeting. If we allow humans into our ranks without proper oversight, he warned gravely, we risk becoming pawns in their game. Jack felt frustration boiling within him as he listened to Tsar's rhetoric gain traction among delegates who were once supportive of collaboration. He knew they had to act fast before fear turned into outright hostility. A plan in motion. Determined not to let misinformation derail their progress, Jack called for an emergency press conference aimed at addressing these rumors head-on. He invited representatives from various species to join him on stage alongside Valeria and Lumina. Today, Jack announced confidently before cameras flashing brightly around them, we stand united against fear-mongering tactics designed to divide us. He spoke passionately about humanity's commitment to peace and cooperation, while emphasizing their willingness to share technology for mutual benefit. Valeria added her voice. We are not conquerors. We are allies seeking partnerships based on trust and respect. Lumina's ethereal presence added weight as she chimed in with her own words of encouragement for unity amidst chaos. The response. The press conference garnered significant attention across the galaxy. Many representatives expressed gratitude for Jack's transparency, while others remained skeptical, still clinging tightly onto preconceived notions about humanity's past conflicts. Despite these challenges ahead, Jack felt hopeful knowing they had taken steps toward dispelling rumors threatening alliances forming between species eager for collaboration rather than conflict. Yet deep down inside, he couldn't shake off feeling something darker loomed just beyond reach. A storm brewing, silently waiting patiently until it was ready to strike. A new threat emerges. As days passed following press conference, the Citizens intensified their campaign against humanity, spreading propaganda through covert channels, while plotting further attacks designed specifically target joint exercises scheduled between allied forces. Cryon watched from afar as chaos unfolded, his plan working flawlessly thus far. But he knew they needed one final push before launching full-scale assault aimed at dismantling fragile alliances forming around humans' newfound strength. With tensions rising within council chambers once again, Jack prepared himself mentally for whatever lay ahead, knowing that unity would be tested like never before. As night fell over station, a sense foreboding hung thickly in air, a reminder that battles fought outside weren't merely physical. They were also battles fought within hearts, minds, each representative present. This third part builds upon previous events while introducing new challenges faced by humanity within the Galactic Council, as well as escalating tensions between factions leading toward inevitable conflict.